No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
And good morning, this is Mike Lodge. I am the business advisor. Sorry I let you keep listening to that. I needed a little bit of fast music to get me going. Coffee's not working. I tried to get the coffee to work, but it didn't work. So I had to resort to a little bit of fast music to get me going. It's one of those kind of mornings that I just didn't want to get up. Even though I get up at 5:15 in the morning, this morning I just didn't feel like getting up. I'm not going to go into all my aches and pains. Just let you know that I'm old and I have a lot of aches and pains, but I'm not going to tell you about it. But yesterday, I got a lot done. I'm working on new projects. I have a client that was setting up a home health organization in California. So we're getting everything in compliance order and websites designed and operating systems so that we can monitor. I mean, there's a lot going on. So I like that. I like being that kind of busy because I like helping new companies get going. And compliance seems to be the biggest issue. But we're not talking about that this morning. One of my concerns is that personal debt. It's out of control. We understand that a lot of you, and we've talked about this before, your income is not at the same rate as inflation. So you're taking in less money to pay for higher priced goods. And that's been happening over and over. But we have a problem. And let's go with the numbers because it really frustrates me. So the American household debt, that's you and me. I don't have any debt. I do not use credit cards. I don't have any loans out there. I am zero debt. But a lot of you have had to survive over the years on credit card debt. And it's the worst kind of debt that you can have. Debt hit an all-time high at the end of 2022, and it's even more now, but we don't know what those numbers are. But at the end of 2022, $16.9 trillion was in debt. And we're going to go through what kind of debts there were. And these numbers at $16.960 trillion debt is from the Federal Reserve through their reporting. Now, to get it into perspective, 16 trillion 960, almost 17 trillion, sounds like this: $16, 16,960,000,000,000,000, dot, and is growing every single day. That is out of control, and it's something we should not be in. 11.92 trillion is owed on mortgages, while car loan debt makes up 1.55 trillion. Making it slightly less than what your student loan debt is, which is sitting at $1.60 trillion. Now, credit card debts surpassed the pre-pandemic high of $927 billion, with people owing a whopping $986 trillion. I tell you, it's amazing how individuals who have making very good income can get into such high debt because they're making bad financial decisions. And you and I have talked about this over and over and over and over. Yesterday, I saw this clip, and I'm going to play this clip. I don't know if you follow Dave Ramsey, but what is his goal is to get you guys out of debt. My goal as an accountant and as a tax guy, as a business advisor, is to get you guys out of debt. And to stop thinking that the credit card is a savings plan, because it's not. It's a debt plan, and it's building and building every single day. And at the end of this, I'm going to say exactly what Dave Ramsey said, and you're not going to like it either, because it's something that you have to do. Anyway, there was a video clip from Ramsey's radio program which showed a 29-year-old woman calling in to his show to ask advice for dealing with it was spine chilling. It was scary. I was scared when I heard it, because how could anybody ever get up to that amount? But she had a debt of $1 million. 1,000,000,000 $1 million. This video has gone viral. It's had $22.6 million views. I'm not $1 million views, but 22.6 million views on social media. I'm going to play you that clip, okay? Because it's so important that you hear it. It's scary. It's absolutely scary. Let's listen to it right now, okay?
We have probably just under $1 million in debt, and we want to know how to get debt-free without filing bankruptcy.
Okay, how much of that is a mortgage?
The mortgage, about $210,000.
So you have $600,000 in what?
$335,000 is about in student loans. We both have advanced degrees, and then the rest is really credit cards and personal loans.
So you have $300,000 of credit cards and personal loans?
We have about $335,000 student loans, and about $136,000 in credit cards, $44,000 personal loans, and $35,000 car loans.
Okay. How old are you all?
I'm 29.
Okay. So what in the world?
So, yeah. So
I mean, are you both on this, or is this just one of you that's completely lost your mind?
Well, I have the majority of the student loans, and he has the majority of the credit cards. My credit card debt is not great.
Okay,
it's
so
why
does he at 29 years old run up $100,000 in credit card debt?
Well, he's 32, but I think it's one of those things where just making really poor financial decisions, thinking be able to pay it down as you go, and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Okay, so you both have advanced degrees. What are your degrees in?
We do. So I have a degree in both of our advanced degrees. No, he has an MBA, and I have an advanced degree in policy. I work in the government, and we actually both do now at this point, actually.
Okay, so your household income is what?
Our household income is about $230,000.
Okay. All right. Is there recognition on both of your parts how absurd this situation is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there is.
Right.
So I think we're both a bit scared and want to do anything we can to avoid.
Okay, great. Then I'm on your team. I can skip that step. Okay, good. Okay, well, you're scared, and you should be. You're disgusted, and you should be.
We are.
You're in the early stages of being sick and tired, and you should be. So
yeah.
Here's the thing. You guys have been living at across the board, from your education choices to your car purchases to your whatever. You've been living at about 10x where you're going to get to live for the next 3 years.
Okay. Yep, that's true.
So I'm getting ready to destroy your life as you know it. Because your lifestyle is considerably above your extremely good income. And has been for a period of time. And so you've gotten used to spending like you're in Congress.
Right.
This is going to be very emotional for y'all. And you're going to have to look at it through that lens and through a spiritual lens, or you're not going to make it. You're going to have to not care what anyone thinks, including each other, because you're not going to spend any money on anything ever for the next 3 years.
No, he's absolutely right. You have a husband and wife who have lived way beyond their means, and now they have $1 million worth of debt. They made some bad choices. Remember, everything that you do with your finances is made on choice, made on decisions. It's not bad luck, it's made on decisions. And they decided to spend beyond their income of $230,000 a year. They chose an advanced degree that was very costly. And quite frankly, if they have advanced degrees in policy and are working for the government with that kind of debt, hopefully they're not making financial policies for the government. Hopefully not. Because they cannot even control their own financial policies for their own home. Bad decisions. And it's sad to see these kind of things happen, but they do happen. And there's a lot of you out there in that very same boat, where you're making very good money, but you're living way beyond what you're taking in. It's sad to see, but it happens every single day. That's why the debt is so high. That's why personal debt is so high. You've made decisions to go out and look really good in that cool car for $1,000 a month payments. Well, almost there. You decide to go out and get advanced degrees that cost you because now you've got student loan debt, when you could have made another choice of doing it over time, but instead you did it all at once, and you had a big, huge mountain of debt. And then you have a house property that is way out of your league now because $1 million on $230,000 of income just doesn't cut it anymore. So you're going to have to start cutting back on everything, and you cannot spend anything more for 3, 4, 5 years until you get that $1 million down to zero. And I'm speaking to a lot of you right this morning that it's vital that you take control of your finances. Sit down with a professional and go over your income and expenses and what you need to do to get them lower. Remember, you got to reduce this debt. There's some hard choices that you are going to have to make, but they're decisions that you're going to make that are going to improve your financial condition. It's hard. It's tough. But understand where America sits at the moment in debt. And I wish that government would understand that their policies put you and me in debt. That's what happens. Because they increase the cost of our living in this country by bad decisions on policy. And that's what's happened with President Biden. That's what's happened with members of Congress. That's what's happened with leaders in government across the states. Every 50 states have people who are in debt because they can no longer live in the dollar amount that they're coming in and the greater dollar amounts that are going out because of inflation. Listen, if you need to sit down with me, if you need to talk, send me an email at thebusinessadvisor@gmail.com or go online at my website and you can book an appointment online at www.lodge-co.com or sit down with your tax advisor or accountant. But you need to get this under control. No more warnings. No more lollygagging around thinking it's all going to take care of itself. It doesn't, because you made those decisions. And now you have to make a decision to take back control. This is Mike Lodge, the business advisor. Love you guys. Get out there and do what's right.